Alright, I'm Hoosier Boo. I have to get used to that name. It's so dumb. But anyways, I'm in downtown Louisville, Kentucky, and in this video I'm just going to be walking around and showing some stuff in the downtown area. This is the Louisville Metro Hall. It was built in 1838 by Gideon Shryock, who did a lot of Greek revival buildings like this in what was then considered the West. But I think now holds like the mayor's office and some city government stuff. This is an amazing monument to Thomas Jefferson. Guys, it looks like he's standing on a bell, possibly the Liberty Bell. This is a statue of Louis XVI of France, with the head attached. This is the Louisville Firefighter Memorial. Okay, this is the 1852 Cathedral of the Assumption. Guessing this is an immigrant family. This is interesting. Benedict Fleget, he was at St. Joseph Proto in Bardstown, the first cathedral built west of the Alleghenies. And he's buried in the crypt here. I have a video at St. Joseph Proto if you want to look at that. But this building was also threatened in 1855 by a Bloody Monday riot, which was built on anti-Catholic, anti-immigrant bigotry. And the church also held Civil War funerals. This church is amazing. This is the baptistry. It's constantly running. Like most Catholic churches, they have Stations of the Cross all across here. These are original oil paintings. That is a massive organ. It's probably one of the largest I've ever seen, and I've seen the largest. That building right there is 400 West Market, the second tallest, I believe, building here in Louisville. I really like the dome on top. The most famous song in world history was actually invented here in Louisville. The Happy Birthday song. And this is a little marker to the two writers, Mildred Jane Hill and Patti Smith Hill. Sewer covers here. They have a train on this one. But this is the Louisville Slugger Museum and Factory. I've never been here. I'm not going here this trip. But that right there is the world's largest baseball bat. I will say this is most impressive. Here's a glimpse inside the Slugger factory. I've never actually been in here, but yeah, there's some bats. See, I didn't even have to pay admission to go in. But yeah, it looks very amazing. Baseball bats. So I believe that building is the headquarters of the National Society of the Sons of the American Revolution. Or just a research library, but they have a statue of a Minuteman out front. That building over there is the Fraser History Museum. I have a separate video on that one. But this whole main street down here, this is called like the Museum District because there's a number of museums and attractions along here. And it's very close to the river, and it's right downtown. So this cool building, the Carter Dry Goods Company building, is now the Kentucky Science Center. So this was the old Hart Hardware store. I love these old facades along here. I'm glad they saved all of them, or most of them. I'm not even sure what this is supposed to be. One of the most amazing things here in Louisville is this massive statue of Michelangelo's David. It's, I think, an exact replica, except it's painted gold. That is just amazing. Amazing. I think that's outside the 21C Hotel. I stay at the one in Cincinnati, it's good. Limo over there. So right here, in the middle of downtown, is the site of Fort Nelson, the original settlement here in 1780. The fort was built in 1782 under direction of George Rogers Clark. There's some maps out here on the sidewalk, and there is a little park where the fort was. But the truly original settlement was the stockade on Corn Island that was built under George Rogers Clark in 1778. I don't think with like how they dammed up the falls of the Ohio to make it passable, I don't think the island exists anymore. But that it says it's about 150 yards from this site, and the river is just past the interstate there. Another thing they have here along Main Street is at the Louisville Slugger Walk of Fame, and so they have little base plates here all along the street. So this is on George Sisler. I don't understand sports. I really couldn't care less. And this is a statue of Louisville Mayor Charles P. Farnsworth. And he was also a U.S. and Kentucky State Representative. If you look closely, this building is all burnt out, and only the facade remains. Wow, that's cool. Yeah, this whole friggin' building is gone. Wow. So this is on Evan Williams. I guess he's one of the original bourbon guys. I think he's the one who came over and started Heaven Hill Distillery in Bardstown. But they have his own bourbon experience across the street. And those are the tallest buildings in Louisville. And there's a lighthouse on that one. That's a very interesting design. It'd be cool to go up there. Even the inside of this Humana building is really cool. There's a lot of detail in it. Alright, so I'm outside the Kentucky Center for the Performing Arts, and behind me is a statue by Alexander Calder. So this one is called Red Feather, and this is actually a rare occasion because I actually kind of get the name of one of his title pieces, and that's his signature in the steel, CA 1975. So that is the Muhammad Ali Center. I was hoping to go there this trip, but I didn't have time. I wanted to go there, but it's a museum on Muhammad Ali. That's the Galt House Hotel. I actually stayed up in one of those top rooms once for Christmas one year. It was really fun. And they also had like this Christmas thing where they had like these like kind of like paper mache Christmas things, and I don't know, it was really cool. I don't think they do it anymore, but that's like the best hotel here in Louisville. Alright, so I've made it to the Riverfront. So Louisville is built along the Ohio River, at the Falls of the Ohio. But yeah, that's the river. This is the statue of York, William Clark's slave, who was forced to join in on the Lewis and Clark expedition. The expedition, it's disputed where it started, but I say it started across the river from here in Indiana at George Rogers Clark's cabin, who was William Clark's older brother, and that they went out west from there. This statue is really badass though. It's honestly, I think, one of my favorite sculptures. I like how he's got some ducks. He launched some ducks. Next, I have a giant map of the Ohio River here. So way up there is Pittsburgh. That's Louisville. Keep going. Owensboro, Evansville. And it goes down to, I think, Point Defiance, Illinois / Missouri at the Mississippi. So this is a statue of General George Rogers Clark, who was actually the founder of the city. And this is the Ohio River at sunset. I think that right there is the Belle of St. Louis, the oldest steamship left in existence, and this one is the Mary M. Miller. Yeah, I need to do this ferry boat ride sometime. There across the river is Clarksville, Indiana, and that is actually the second largest clock face in the world right there. That was one impressive sunset. Also, I need to get me one of those drones. But still, that was pretty cool. There's lighthouses going off on those buildings. This is the historic Louisville Metro Hall. This is a monument right here. I believe that is the old city hall. It might be the current one, I'm not sure. It's a really cool building. Alright, so this is 4th Street Live, the Fremont Street of Louisville, Kentucky. I mean, it's cool, but I don't know. It's not quite the same without Elvis impersonators and naked people. You can tell we're in Kentucky because they have Jim Beam Place right here. So I'm up on a bridge now, overlooking the bustling 4th Street. So this building was the Kaufman Strauss department store, and this was actually a site of sit-ins during the civil rights movement. The sign says the Congress for Racial Equality held a student protest and sit-in in the early 1960s right out here over the store's discrimination policy. It's very interesting. So I'm eye level with the hard rock guitar. That's so cool. Alright, I'm gonna go check out the Hard Rock Cafe. Hard Rock Cafes are always really awkward to take pictures and film at because everyone just looks at you. That's Roy Manzarek's autograph from the Doors. This is Robert Johnson's guitar that he used in performances of Jerry Lewis. That's a Grateful Dead drum head. These are Elvis's sunglasses. That's Elvis's jacket and one of his TCB necklaces. That's so cool. So that is Ringo Starr's shirt. It's actually signed by him. This was presented to John Lennon to commemorate the sale of more than 2 million copies of Let It Be. It's an Apple Records. Why would they bring country music into this place? It's Dolly Parton and Willie Nelson. This is a Dave Matthews signed guitar. These were used by Steven Tyler and Aerosmith. That gun is actually, oh wait, that's a guitar. Still that's terrifying. I don't even know what I'm saying. But anyways, that's downtown Louisville, Kentucky. I hope you enjoyed, I guess. Yeah, it's a very interesting city. So I have a couple other videos on my brief trip here this weekend. And then I have a bunch of other videos. Go check those out. Subscribe. And yeah, bye.